Smokey 250 continues.
Yes.
So this is a wrap up of the 250. Last one you saw, we were with at a little bicycle shop in Dayton, where the idea of flight came to be and perfected, and that's where they drew up all the plans and they figured out how they were going to fly and tested stuff. Well, we've moved forward over 100 years of flight, all in one spot. Behind us, as you see here, is the National Museum of the United States Air Force. And inside is an amazing collection of aircraft going all the way from the Wright brothers, some of their first flyers for the military, up to the latest and the greatest, oh my, and even into the future. If you
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
See what we're talking about.
And with that, it's something about being the force being with you. But anyways, come along. We're going to head on in, and I'll cut in with some highlights and stuff. But it's going to be kind of a walkthrough of history. Here's away we go. Kick it off here with the Wright brothers. We got a 1909 Wright brother flyer here. So this is an original.
Yeah, military.
Yep. So this is what they were sending to the military and stuff. And this will start off our tour. So we went from the small glider that was sitting at their shop. If you haven't checked out that video, you need to the glider. So from here, we're going to pick up. We'll continue on through World War I, and then we'll move on and start progressing through time. So as you go through time, you're going to see changes of the aircraft. It's going to be kind of neat. The progression you're going to see as we move along inside, the technology gets better. But all this under one roof, and by the way, it is free. So, and it is big. It is really, really big.
You need at least a day or two. I mean, at least 2 days, I would say.
At least 2 days if you wanted to see it.
If you really want to read.
But we've been here so many times, so this is
it's like right in our backyard, almost.
Yep. So all here in Dayton. So let the adventure begin. So now we've come to a period of time that's between World War I and World War II. This is the interwar years, whereas flight's being developed, but military budgets aren't where they were because we're at peace, but aviation is moving forward a little bit. Not as fast because there's no war. It's sad that it takes war to innovate, but But you'll see the aircraft start to progress a little more here through this time. So to the intermediate years we go.
And off we go.
Off we go.
Mm-hmm. A significant step in the evolution of fighter aircraft. It became the U.S. Army Air Corps' first all-metal monoplane fighter in regular surface, affectionately nicknamed the Peashooter by its pilots. The P-26A could fly much faster in level flight than the Air Corps' older wood and fabric biplane fighters. So I'm not sure why they called it Peashooter.
So, you know what time we're entering now?
World War II time. We're after the, it looks like after the
interwar, intermediate
years.
time.
Yeah,
so now we're coming into World War II and our involvement. You're there.
I felt like I was on the edge, but it's 360, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You're reminded.
Anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna spin us now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're approaching the time of World War II. There's a couple planes in here that I really, really like that I'm gonna call up and stop at. And I'm not sure if you got any in here. It's your favorites or not?
They might be what you be stopping at.
Not,
we'll find out. I can't remember.
Pearl, I'll lose her. That is how I know. Oh, the little dog's in here.
Yeah.
So if not, I'll lose her and have to come back and find her. So, because she'll be stopped reading. She'll stop and read.
Yeah.
Instead of stop and sit, she'll stop and read.
Yeah.
All right. To World War II and the advancement of technology there during our time. So this is about 40 years into the age of flight. Up here is so our next stop here is just World War II just started going, and shortly after Pearl Harbor, a man named Doolittle decided he could throw some B-25 bombers on an aircraft carrier and launch them off and strike Tokyo and Japan. So behind us is a B-25, like the ones that was on the raid. They got a simulation of the aircraft carrier deck. We do have another video when we were on the Yorktown of another B-25 that was there. That none of the original planes made it back. So, so this is the next major point.
Yeah.
Is to take a small bomber and fly it off the deck of an aircraft carrier, which was quite a feat in a day. Yeah. So I say that would be a major milestone. The damage they did wasn't that much. It was just the fact that they could do it from an aircraft carrier out in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
Yeah. In the middle of the ocean.
All right, so we're moving on. Me is the Memphis Belle. It was the first plane to complete all its missions in World War II. So the crew was sent home, and the war was over for them. The museum here got hold of the plane, and they completely tore it down and restored it and put it on display as it was when it finished its flight in World War II, when it was done with its last flight. So we're recording this because I don't know what happened to the clips. So here we go. Enjoy the Memphis Belle.
Hear that lonesome engine sigh as the desert train rolls by. Try to make Lone Pine by morning. Miles of highway in the sand, kicking dust in cowboy land, riding all the daylight through. Dunes under Mojave sun, tumbling sagebrush, run, coyote, run. How I'm longing for the thrill of the Alabama hills. Hear the high Sierra call. Now I can only dream of the redwood grove and stream winding gently through the valley. See the golden eagle fly to the granite in the sky from the meadow far below. Dunes under Mojave sun, tumbling sagebrush, run, coyote, run. How I'm longing for the thrill of the Alabama hills. Hear the high Sierra call. rustling sagebrush. Run, cow, run. Oh, I'm longing for the thrill of the Alabama hills. Hear the high Sierra call.
So this is a sculpture, a bronze sculpture of a Yorkshire Terrier that honors Smokey, a much-loved pet of Corporal William Bill Winnie. He was a photographer in the Southwest Pacific in World War II. Winnie rescued Smokey in New Guinea and flew many missions alongside him in New Guinea, the Philippines, and Korea in an OA-10A Catalina plane. Smokey pulled telegraph wire under an airstrip in hazardous conditions to help prepare for the Allied invasion of Luzon. Smokey also saved Winnie's life on one occasion by alerting him to an enemy attack.
So Smokey rode in the Catalina. All right, last stop here is
for World War II.
World War II is Bockscar.
Yeah.
Bockscar was pretty much ended World War II. This is the aircraft that dropped an atomic bomb on Nagasaki, and it ended World War II.
Yeah.
So we'll give a quick walk around Bockscar, and then we're moving on to the next era of flight.
Yes.
All right, as we're moving along, we're coming into the 1950s and the Korean War, which starts to bring up some helicopters. Helicopters are starting to come into the mix, and also you'll start seeing some early jet aircraft and also larger cargo aircraft and stuff. So into the 50s we go in the Korean War. So time moves along, and we are now approaching the 60s and the 70s with the Vietnam War. As you see, technology keeps marching. Aircraft gets bigger, better, larger, faster. And of course, so does the killing. But anyways, that's a whole other discussion. But technology is moving forward. Flight is getting better and more modern. And
changing.
It's changing. And it's moving along. So we will to the next era of time and flight we go. As time marches along, we're entering into the Cold War era. This would be from the 1950s through the 1980s, and a little bit beyond. There's some more than just that, but this is basically during the Cold War. So this is more like for the Soviet, U.S.-Soviet, world coming to end kind of things. But during this time, as you see, technology gets more advanced. The equipment gets better. Electronics get better. Electronics get smaller. Communications. So everything is marching forward very quickly. You got to remember, we're only roughly 50 years now since the Wright brothers started, and
only 50?
Yeah, this is in the 50s.
Oh, in the 50s.
This is in the 1950s.
Yeah,
this big monster behind us.
It's from the 50s.
Was from the 50s.
Okay.
So time is marching along, but look how technology is just jumping along as it goes.
And not just for military planes, but for
everything else too. Because
else.
at home people have TVs
flying and just normal flying.
Airlines and stuff.
Airlines,
so off to the Cold War we go, and we'll let you check it out.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so you're putting your stuff there.
That's fine.
Okay, during as time progressed from the, where were we about into the 50s? It's probably more like, 59 there. America's first ICBM in 1959. So into the 50s, we also started developing rockets. Technology of this. A lot of this was based from the Germans.
Too.
Yeah, it keeps going from there. So it came from the Germans from World War II, a lot of the technology, and it's what a lot of these missiles in here is where our space program got developed from. So. All right, so we're 60 years-ish since the Wright brothers have flown, and now man is going from stepping off the ground to the edges of space and into space. So we're gonna check out some of the research and some of the early space artifacts they have here, just to give you a feel. Again, 60 years, and we're going into space and stuff. So.
Pretty incredible.
Time keeps on moving.
Yeah.
So here we have the Belle X-1, and the X-1s were the first aircraft to go faster than the speed of sound. And if you ever watched the movie The Right Stuff, there you go. The X-1 was the plane that Yeager was flying.
And that when it was like really, yeah.
All right, start
that's
going.
exactly. Here's your UFOs, everyone.
Found A UFOs.
And this would have been, I think, during that time.
61.
And that when
it was
people
canceled
was
in 61.
like 50s and 60s. Yeah, see, people were seeing things. This is what's at. I bet this is what is at Area 52.
Area 51.
Or 51, yeah.
Yeah. Think that's it? They think that's where it came from? So we're going to end up here with the presidential plane collection here. So you're even going to see the president's planes progress through time up to not the current Air Force One, but as late as the one that flew Kennedy and Nixon, basically before they switched over to the 747s. So enjoy the presidential gallery. Well,
where's the seal? Is it in there?
Yeah, it's there now.
Oh,
okay, that wraps up our time here at the at the Air Force Museum and going through time. So we walked from time now for a flight from the early 1903,
1900s, yeah.
1903 to now. And
even the future, possibly.
Even the future.
Who knows?
With little robots called R2.
Yeah.
So this wraps up our time here. So thank you for all watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't checked some of our other America 250 stuff, we have some other videos you can pick through and pick up. So from the National Museum of the United States Air Force, I'm Jim.
I'm Pearl.
Thank you so much for watching. Please come by and stop back sometime and push that subscribe button like everybody else is begging. And
it's free. Everyone says it's free.
Everyone
it doesn't
says it's
cost
free.
you
It
nothing.
doesn't cost you nothing. Just a chunk of time of your life.
Yeah.
All right. Later. Give us a thumbs up if you liked our video, and please subscribe by clicking the circle with our pictures on it. Thank you.